Hello and welcome to your latest headlines from Cardiff News Plus. I am Ruchira Kondipudi. Last Saturday, a march was held in Cardiff to raise awareness about a condition called endometriosis. This march also marked the World Endometriosis Day. Nivedita Chatterjee went to find out more.
Endo March is a global movement. Over 60 countries host the march on the world. The organisation Fair Treatment for the Women of Wales supported the Endo March held in Cardiff.
The CEO of the organisation has the condition, and that's why it started through Endo. We do help other women with any health condition, but it started through this hugely debilitating condition.
Endometriosis is a condition in women in which the tissue that grows inside the uterus grows outside of it. This causes incrucible pain, organ damage, and also infertility.
Basically, they told me it was in my head that I was just anxious, I just wanted to get out of school. And then once I got out of the hospital, I went to see my gynecologist, and she actually said that I had endometriosis. That's what the pain had been. Whereas in the hospital, all the doctors had been telling me that I was making it up.
From a male perspective, it's tragic to have to witness, your wife, your fiance, or a friend just suffering for a week or so, and it's really saddening to not be able to do anything to help them. And for something like this to raise awareness, for me especially, it's kind of like, great, now I can help these people, these women who are constantly suffering.
The campaign focused on creating awareness about this condition and its symptoms. It insists on finding out the cause and cure for endometriosis.
I think firstly the government needs to recognise how debilitating this disease is. It's astounding that the government doesn't recognise it as a disability, although it is recognised as a chronic illness and covered under the Disability Discrimination Act. But further research needs to be done, and further funding and awareness is definitely required.
The march was also accompanied by a choir. The campaign received a very positive response. It tried its best to reach out to the people of Wales.
Hundreds of young people in Cardiff participated in a big music regional showcase event in the Millennium Centre last weekend. Organisers of this event hope they can give young people more opportunities. Laura Liao reports.
Many young people like music. Now they have the chance to learn and perform. The Big Music Regional Showcase event is an activity which allows them to perform on stage or learn skills in workshops.
So the Big Music Project is to help young people to get into the music industry and break down those barriers, so it's not about who you know but what you know. So it can be anything from being on stage all the way up to hair, makeup, to stage management, to lighting, all sorts of things. So it's not just about those young people who can sing and perform, but it's about all the people that are backstage that help put on that performance.
Some young people took part because they have ambitions in music and hope to be successful in the future.
I want to participate in this event because we got the chance to perform as my band. I love performing, I love being involved in music. I want to be in the music industry in the future. I think that there's great connections, great networking here, just loads of different opportunities.
I will succeed in the future, definitely with rapping, and I'm hoping it's going to happen anyways. It should happen. I've put the work in now, so just trying to build a few connections and take it somewhere.
However, some of those who came along do not want to work in the industry, even though they love music.
No, weirdly enough. I'm taking A-levels at the moment, so I'm in the last year of sixth form, and I'm taking maths and the sciences. So when I go to university, maybe I'll be in a band or something. Or I'm in a few bands now, and we're supposed to be recording soon. So that's an opportunity to put your music out there and get famous, more or less. That's what it is. Get recognition for what you've done. But apart from that, I don't plan to have a musical career unless I have a midlife crisis and then suddenly decide that I want to be a 50-year-old busker.
I would really love to, as I'm taking A-level. I'm going to take A-levels anyway, but that's just to kind of keep all doors open no matter what happens.
Only a few people can be successful in the world of music. Although this event may raise false hopes in young people, it still has meaning for young people.
I think today will give them experience of actually performing in front of an audience. But it's not just about young people performing, it's about them understanding the job roles within the music industry, running the workshops, so it's not just about the performing. Although the young people are all getting the opportunity to perform today, there's a lot more going on in the background as well. So it may give some young people false hopes that they may not sort of make it in the future, but I think it's important to have those hopes in the beginning and grab the opportunities as much as they can to perform and enjoy it.
More than 100 people took part and different kinds of music were displayed.
A rugby-friendly competition took place in Cardiff Arms Park Stadium. The Armed Forces Rugby Festival was organised to commemorate the 35th anniversary of the Falklands War and raise funds for the Armed Forces charities. Emanuele Busa went along to find out more.
In Cathays Park, two memorials recall the war, when the Argentinian troops invaded the Falkland Islands and a British task force was sent there to stop them. The conflict lasted 74 days and almost 300 British soldiers were killed. 35 years later, in Cardiff Arms Park Stadium, veterans, soldiers, ex-police officers and former Welsh internationals played rugby to honor the memory of those who fought and died during that conflict. The event also raised funds for the Armed Forces charities, which provide help to war-injured soldiers along with psychological support. Falklands veterans gathered together once again to recall a common experience that has drastically changed their lives.
I still find it hard now to talk about situations, and when people, talk about the Falklands, I can't watch a film about the Falklands. I can't read books. I can't look at pictures of the ships that were sunk, and it was all too real.
Some of the veterans watched the match, others played, but everyone showed his support. For many of them, charities played an important role in their recovery when they got back home.
In a way they did help us, but it was hard going to get help, initial help first of all, but once we started it was on the road. I wouldn't say fully recovered, but they did help us in a way.
More than 100 people joined the festival and contributed to the funds raised. The organizers have planned this event for a long time, but only this year could they actually trigger the project.
Well, it's been a brainstorm of a warrant officer in the Royal Marines called Mark Stevens. He wanted to put this together. It's been a good couple of months putting it together. I think he's had this in his back pocket for over a year now. He's been doing other events, rugby events, out to Gibraltar and playing in different venues. They're raising money for the Royal Marines charities.
The pre-game entertainment was cancelled and the male voice choir along with the Welsh Guards Corps of Drums didn't perform on the pitch as was previously advertised. However, the organizers' aim is to make this an annual event.
That's all from Cardiff News Plus for today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week.